evaluation to know if you should even be on the road in the first place. Yeah, because we've seen some very, in quotes, interesting drivers who, listen, most times when you're driving, you see some people ensuring that they pay attention, which is the way it should be, because you're driving for yourself and other road users as well. But let me hear you on this. Yeah, what do you think is a good enough fine? Should you maybe be community service if it comes to that? Let me know what you think. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. How are you? You there? Okay. You're okay. I can hear you now. Welcome.
I just yeah. This is Mary from Wolada.
Welcome, Mary.
I just heard about the traffic light and the cameras that book offenders.
But
I hope the same thing is not happening because all those traffic lights. We have very bad and narrow roads.
yeah.
I've been caught in some occasions where you come and you are waiting like you, and then the person coming from the opposite, from maybe the left flank, has and waited. So when your own light gives you green to go, he has blocked an upper, and then you go and walk. So you have to wait for them. Their own now you are stuck. You are the way we supposed to. You cannot go. Because the roads are very narrow.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody is going straight, you are 10, and then you are standing, and then the person is going to go. The light has given him green light go, and then you cannot shift. The road is very small. The person has to be stuck. And the roads, even the places, the roads are very bad. Before you finish navigating the potholes, the green has gone off, caught in the traffic light. So I just hope it is not applicable to Gwagwala, because if it is, trouble go there.
Mary, very well. It's safe to say that it might be applicable to Gwagwalada, but quick one. What do you think is a good fine for anyone who breaks the traffic offense? For instance, base the traffic light. What do you think is a good enough fine for that?
2,000.
Okay, Mary. All right, Mary. Thank you again. Have a great one.
God
Bless you. Mary says 2,000 is a good enough fine who breaks the traffic light. Because if you can pay 2,000 naira, then you will just say, might as well keep beating the line and get away with it. Good morning. Yes. Welcome. Very well, thank you. How are you?
It's like this is working. What is exactly what's happening in Benga now? Police just collected 2,000 for Ulama, and now the man said that they will go and report them in Utapo to DPO, but he didn't beat light. You know, sometimes this a light of a thing that you are talking about. What's the explain? Come to Benga. Many people park on the road, especially all these big body requirements.
Yes.
By the time it park from the line, pass those who are coming to see, they keep their heads up. When they are going, they will stop it. The next thing, traffic human being, he does not aware of maybe he's blocking. He will leave the other people who are from Western Market to go to outside. When they are going, by the time they will finish, somebody will be in the middle of the road for those who want to enter to the gate. The next police will tell him that moving traffic. For me, if it happen like that, maybe just delay person, but will be a dreamer if you tell me that they was maybe like our police and I don't think I was comport themselves. Nigeria is a policeman told me the other day, don't you know that I want to pay my children's school fees, that we collect 1,000 from hand, because he said that I passed for where it's not good. He's telling me that he wanted to pay their school fees. So I doubt the discipline that I can, that maybe if I'm going to somewhere, delay me for like 1 hour. So when there's if you take a robbery to happen in Nigeria too.
All right. Thank you, Adewumi, for sharing your thoughts right there. Good morning. Welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Dale.
Welcome, Dale. You?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So I have a bit of concern, and like Mary from the other side. I feel, it's my opinion, this is my personal. I feel the reason why this traffic light camera was put is probably just to generate funds. They were not concerned about the driving on bad roads. Like you said, in Gagolada, some of these roads are just they are in sorry case. I know the road you're talking about. Sometimes even when the green light asks you to go, there are a couple of cars in your front. Before they even move past the lights, stop already. You are stuck already. So I feel such places, the traffic light should be there in the first place. Or they should have something before, even in that traffic light there. Then second, the other caller that said sometimes VI will just tell you to beat the traffic light. In fact, this traffic light, I'm scared of this traffic light that I think I've only disobeyed the traffic light once since they installed it. That's my confession. But I don't go.
Did you feel guilty after breaking the light, Dell?
Yes, yes. They'll ask us if there's a lot of traffic.
Mhm.
There's a lot of traffic. They don't want party, still cheap. So they now ask us to beat the traffic. I don't do that. I tell them, Oga, I beg, just for where I did like this. If you reach my time, you to go, blah, blah, blah. I say, I know they go. And the one at that Emeka Road by area 11 going to Gariki.
Yeah.
Something happened to was it last early this year? I can't really remember. I don't know. Some of these traffic warders don't understand these lights themselves. They don't even know what the yellow light is saying.
You can't say that. How would you just get into their head to know what they do or do not know? That's their job. So you have to understand what each light is
That's
about.
What I'm saying. Wait, bro, chill. Let me land.
Yeah, land.
Something happened. That's what I was in a very I wouldn't even like that very day. So the green lights, it was on light. But the minute I got to the traffic, the yellow lights stopped. So I off. You know, these guys came after me like these traffic lights. And I'm like, yo, how did I do that? I can remember when I went for my driver's license, I had to snap what that yellow light is. I had to snap it on my phone. And I showed it to him. This yellow light simply means if you are on speed and if you probably, bound match your brake or something, to cause an accident, you can go. That's what this thing. I said no. I said, okay, I'm going to go anyway. I didn't know them. Eventually, I gave them 2,000 every day just to create peace. And I went my way. So some of them don't even know.
So Dell, let me ask you a question real quick. I mean, if you know you weren't guilty of anything, why did you go on to pay 2,000?
Like I told you, I was in a hurry. I was to catch up with someone. I just didn't want them holding me back. That was why I had to give them that money. If not, I would have stood my ground. Honestly, can trust me. I was to pick some at the airport that very day. So I just, I beg, no, just on me. I take this one, drink water.
But do you realize that there's a fine for overspeeding? You know that, right?
Overspeeding?
Yes.
Okay.
Racing on the highway.
Exception to that anyways.
What exception?
This is a question. Even on this Wuse Market Road I'm driving through now, where is the speed limit? There's no speed. There is no speed limit to this. So that's why a lot of people will just, when I hurry, we just, Baba, make I hit once, make I hit 140. There is no limit on our road. If there's speed limits, we'll know, okay, if you are here, maybe you don't go past 100, you don't past 60.
Well, we do have speed limits on those roads in the FCT and of course the country as well. But the issue is the signages in most of these roads are not there. So people do not have constant reminder to attention to it. That's the issue.
I'm looking through right now. I'm actually on this road. What's this road now? This road that leads to Central Mosque and the Economical Center.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the road right now. I've forgotten. I'm on that road. But there's no speed limit, bro. Side overtook me now. See the way like the guy is going to maybe he's going to do something. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Dell.
There's no speed limit road.
Let's give way for other call in. Thank you for sharing your experience and sure you have a good one. And carefully, because there is a fine for racing on the highway, which is that we see every now and again in the FCT. On the website, if you go to the DRS platform, you will see every traffic offense that you ever commit and the fine attached to it. Some people just feel offense is when you beat the traffic, but it goes beyond that. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Welcome. Yes, hi.
Good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. All right. So my name is Nick, and I'm calling actually in response to what Dale said, and I just want to back him up. That unfortunately, I won't say all, many of the traffic wardens don't really know what the app stands for. Many of them don't know you're allowed to make a right turn on it if the oncoming traffic is not right there. As long as you give it to traffic coming, you are okay to make a right turn on red. They also don't also know that you should stop at this line. They tell you to come forward. Come forward and come to, no, this is the stop line here. The reason for this. So a lot of drivers know the traffic rule more than quite a few of our wardens, and that's not really their fault because many of them are not properly trained before they are sent to the work. So I think it falls back on leadership. We need to train our guys across the nation. Whoever in the public, let them know the law before they go to enforce. You come out and you see guys who jump into people's cars. Those things supported by the law. Are you allowed to pick up someone's license plate? So, it's the rule of law just to be followed. But first of all, know it to be able to do it.
Right.
Thank you.
Nancy, thank you for sharing your thought right there. But another question is, in the absence of training that you're expecting, of course, that should happen before you take up any job, or when you take up a job, you're trained and made to understand, what's expected of you. But shouldn't you work training yourself and knowing the basics, improving on yourself while you wait for training to come your organization? Because it's not an excuse not know how to achieve what has been given to you because you didn't training that you were expecting or that is due you. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Far away from my device. I hope it's not echoing.
We can hear you just fine, so let's try this.
All right, great. My name is Charleston.
Okay,
And,
sure.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I have a little bit of from the TRS. You see, there are a list of offenses that people can commit while on the road.
Mm-hmm.
The offenses, they are not aware of a extent of the offenses themselves. So, during driving school, during the lessons and training, if these rules are incorporated, the DTRS now have a list of designated driving to take driving lessons. So, these rules should be given to these schools so that they incorporate in their training and not just teach you science and all of that, how to drive and how to check your legal. It's not just the driving. Another issue I observe with the DRS is that the revenue generation organization. Everything, every rule, every aspect of the is revenue target. I have no interest in ensuring that the road is safe.
No, but Charleston, before one with that, because this is you generalizing. Wouldn't you say that's an unfair assumption to make, that they don't have, they don't care about what the roads look like or feel like? It's about getting funds from people who err or mistake or commit a traffic offense.
Well, if I'm overgeneralizing, the is that when you keep bringing rules that is targeted at offenders just to generate revenues, you're not putting out enough campaign and public enlightenment campaign on radio or the social media. You're not enlightening the public on the use of certain, new inventions and innovations. You are not putting out enough sufficient road signs and warning to drivers. You are not bringing out innovations that will help the driver, pedestrian, understand the use of a particular road, a particular, station. That is mostly lacking. In the city of Abuja, a modern city, what we find is that revenue generation is at the heart of everything. Let me give you a short or quick example, if I still seconds.
In a few seconds, please. Go ahead.
Okay. I came to a traffic light at Banex, and the light made to stop. It was showed, everybody stopped. They called me. At the same time, I was music in the car, and because I didn't want to pick the call, right? I pressed phone to stop the call. Unfortunately for me, one of the VIO guys on bike was just by my window, and he told me that I was answering a phone call. I told officer, I'm sorry, we are on, everybody's packed. I am talking, you can see I'm not talking, I'm playing music, but the phone call keeps interrupting the music again and again and again. So I was stopped. I'm sorry, officer, I wasn't. I said, no, that is making a call that I should have zero tolerance with my phone while I'm driving. I said, I understand the roads, the situation I am now. I'm talking on the phone, I wasn't picking the call. Because your presence are here, I am told not to even talk. You listen. He dragged me after they talked to me. He booked me. I should go. Then when he saw my driver's license, he asked me, are you from this tribe? I said, yes. He said, are you related to social family? I said, yes. He angrily came back, took my paper, and wrote there that I have to go for evaluation.
Because of where you're from? Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am certain. I do not have evidence to record the recording of, if I had recorded the incident and what happened, because nobody imagined that this would happen, I would have recorded and used it. So, I was so I stood there. They drove away, took my driver's license. I was so shocked. I was speechless.
How did it end? Were you made to pay the fine? Did you go for the evaluation? How did you handle this? Saying that you, according to you, you were innocent of what you were accused of.
To be honest, he said I should not have a contact with my that is an offense in itself. So because of that, when I had contact with my phone, I went to the bank, pay the fine, but for the evaluation, brother, I see myself subjecting to mental evaluation because of I touched it to stop a phone call just because I didn't want to pick a call. I don't see how that constitutes a need for mental evaluation.
All right, Chelsea, after sharing your experience, we'll let you go so get from other people as well, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, Chelsea, thank you for calling in. I mean, that's something that happens. People try to silence your phone when it rings. That's why it's important you put your phone on maybe airplane mode or you put it on silent, you're driving, just to prevent that from happening. And just because you get to a traffic light, that's no excuse at all for you to pick up your phone, text anyone, or take a call. Now, he was trying to send the phone like he shared, and he got in all of that drama. Really worrisome, yeah, if that's the reason I need to go by. I hope that doesn't reoccur again, and people are not made to pay for something that they are not necessarily guilty. Maybe an investigation, and if there was a camera that captured the moments that happens, you could have been able to tell if he's guilty of that or not. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. I can barely hear you. Your connection, not great.
Okay. Okay, now.
It's. Let's try this. Just go a bit. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I discussed about the
Okay, I can hear you. Do you mind calling back, please?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. We're live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. We're talking about the review of fines for traffic offenses. And if you go through the DRTS platform, you can see a lot, and it's broken down into various categories. So you have license, condition, general. You also have improper parking, speeding, right of way. For those who do not know to give others right of way, you get fined for doing the dirty to the road users. There's also the traffic sign, road markings. It's weird when you see someone making a U-turn where you can clearly see a sign that says no U-turn here or no parking here, for instance. Exactly how you disobey. Now, we need to ensure that more of these road signs visible enough to every road user, so there is no excuse. And maybe orientation on what these signs mean. You should know what it means. If you went to a driving school, or teach yourself these things. Refresh your memory, ensure you have an understanding what every road sign is about, because ignorance is not an excuse at all. So what do you think about this? We'll go on a break shortly. We come back, we take your thoughts on WhatsApp and take a few more phone calls before it's a wrap on this set for today. You can join in on Facebook and YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can also drop comments there. On WhatsApp, it is 0099393013.
There's a plan.
Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. Is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This 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 is Nigeria Info.
He is Director of Public Relations while speaking during an enlightenment exercise on selected motor parks in the FCT. He said as saying that they're hoping that the development will go a long way in forcing motorists to deem it necessary to obey traffic rules and regulations. And the fines will depend on the nature of the offense. So, for example, according to what he said, motorist blocks a particular road, thereby causing serious traffic block. The vehicle will be pounded immediately, while the culprit will be fined 300,000 naira. So for those who maybe someone rear-ends them and they decide to park right in the middle of the road, thereby seeing a congestion. Did you hear that? I believe there are proper ways to handle that situation if it ever happens. Now, he goes on to state, after 1 week, if the culprit does not show, the service will have no choice than to approach the court to obtain a certificate of forfeiture. Now, if the forfeiture order is granted, the property automatically becomes government property and is now left for the government to decide what to do with it. So if you ignore that, use your vehicle to the government. Now, it's also offering motorists in the FCT to obey traffic rules and regulations for their safety and the safety of others. Otherwise, they'll be made to face these penalties. Will pay more money improve the mindset of people against breaking traffic rules? Or is it just about it's money? If I can pay it, by all means. Or other things that can be done, maybe, so that Nigerians pay attention to road signs, to ensuring that when they get to a pedestrian crossing, wait. If there's a pedestrian right there, to go through. The things here and there, attention to to ensure that more people are made aware of offences and do the right thing by not breaking it. In central area says concerning the traffic lights, government officials bid the lights. When that happens, who will pay costs? They don't take caution. Whether they are pursuing something or something them or nothing is pursuing them. Some of is fond of beating truck. Who will pay their fine? And on many occasions, some people intimidate other road users using their sirens. That's how bad it is sometimes. That's what and in central area. And Jamabas in Guarimpa says about traffic lights, what they taught me in driving is you can go right, a turn right if the left is clear. But time you're going right while the traffic is on red, say you have beat the traffic. I don't know if they can change the rule. I want to know, please. I need to understand what this is about. Traffic school knowledge, what is applicable. All right, and all right, this one from Nikis. I'm currently stuck in my car in Utah as I'm scanning the streets for any kind of persons who may on my car for having parked. I see any signs, but that's the case on Ademola Adetumbo. There are no signs, but apparently pays on. Yes, it is in some districts in FCT. And you just marvel at how in Nigeria, mostly that's before the horse. That's what he is saying. Scout properly, all right? Ask questions so you don't park your car there and it gets impounded. Get back to the phone lines and get to hear from you. Morning.
Good morning, bro. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. This is my name.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. The VIO, I hear everything out information.
Mm.
The VIO is true. There's one of your caller who called them a beer agency collectors. If they want to join FRS, then join them so that Nigeria will know what they want to. They say they are road traffic officers. Now you see anything happen on the road, the VIO will stand there. All they need is to arrest a car. Doesn't control. My brother, presently now, traffic lights at Abiba Plaza. Don't know whether you normally follow there to the one that leads to Pape Junction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that when there's traffic there, everywhere there is flow? Traffic is slow. Okay. Now they do all this Chinese traffic here now, presently now. Mm-hmm. And I know this thing never starts working. It starts working perfectly. They're supposed to allow all Nigeria to know about it if it is going to be an offense. Because just jump and started charging Nigeria because of what they know nothing about. Now, you know, present today, you have if there's any emergency, let us see. If you have any emergency, you can never move from that area. You cannot take down the money, early money. You can never try to follow the early money because traffic, although all the VIO is that they turn it into supermarket. You know, supermarket, you don't need to walk far.
What do you mean? What do you mean by supermarket?
Good and fine. Because supermarket, you normally go there and pick whatever. You don't need much. You pick whatever you want to pick. And in market, you have to be looking around to test every other thing. Mm-hmm. That's what we are. Then we see a traffic congestion. Instead of them to come to control, their own is that to just pick any they want to pick and let me see your driver's license. Take a photo.
And what specific location are you referring to that you've observed this at?
I'm Abuja Junction. That is I'm talking about Pape Junction. Mm-hmm. So now early morning you see a lot of big and the VIO will stand there. All they will be arresting instead of to contract it, let traffic be slow. He has to take some time to come over there and even why are you doing this thing? Police will start to control the light so that people will be slowly all those things. Now they are 10 years that want to charge some 300,000 1 week. You charge them 1 week. Can they have to pay in this economy? Look at the injustice that is going to happen to Nigeria again. So may God help all of us.
All right.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Morning. Good morning.
Welcome.
This is Samuel from Apo.
Samuel.
Thank you. I agree with most of the contributors. Here and road safety are revenue generators. They aren't in a way trying to help decongest traffic. Now, my experience with IO, first, I'd like to state that some offenses that one could possibly a warning of some. Now, my experience had to do with my extinguisher. The expiry date is 26. However, this is for everyone listening. There's an indicator at the top of the fire extinguisher with a pointer. Once it points from the green to the red, that fire extinguisher is to them expired, the VIO officers. And And I never knew this. I had my expiry date, and I had to change my fire extinguisher in 26 when the time came through. So I had to pay a fine of 10,000 naira, which is 5,000 for the fire extinguisher, and another 5,500 for one of my brick, which was no longer functional. And this payment was into the bank, the VIO office in Galadimawa. So
did you get a receipt?
Get a paper of some sort, but not a receipt. Paper showing my offences. And the paper is meant to indicate that if any VIO officer comes at me, they should let me until I fix
the defect.
We get a new fire extinguisher and the brake light. So I've just come to say that the VIO and the road safety are after private car owners, Abuja. A lot of big transport or those who do the kabu, their brake lights are never function for them. I bet they will have a fire extinguisher or even the stick hot. Now, when they want to punish you, they go in order to ask for your tires, which I had, thankfully, and other things. They will now go around, start checking your tires, check if they're expired, and asking you for some little things to find a way to hold on to you and make you pay fine. And they're really getting across to people are going through a lot. Yeah, I can pay the fine, but it's really ridiculous. You're going to penalize me for some could have just been warned, and I could have gotten another one. So the road safety, VIO are after private car owners. And I stand by my word. Anywhere you see them, they're always trying to stop private car owners. They're trying to make sure they find something to hold on and make money from you. And this happens in Abuja.
All right.
The director, whoever is in charge, cannot defend that. It's fact. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you for sharing your experience right there. But this goes to show that it's important you have a car in top shape. You use it before you go out with it and check everything. It should be in place. Whether or not you get stopped, there will be no reason for you to get fined. Because once you have an offense attached to you, you never know how things will play out. So to avoid that embarrassment, would you say isn't it best you just have your extinguisher good, your caution is there, your spare tire, stick, no issues whatsoever, and you're able to start your business without any pressure. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. I'm
Welcome. How?
I'm fine.
Go ahead, Al Hassan.
Yeah, let me take from the beauty of traffic light. You know, there's no fire. They are not giving that is why most of people, before you show go and start to go, we did traffic like to make so many accidents and are sure this program that most of drivers do inside the motor, they are doing very well. So let us take it very easy because in their program now is helping most of drivers, most of convoy come and take traffic at the end. When you make them, they are doing it stop there. For now.
All right, Al Hassan, thank you. Good morning. Are you there? I picked your call already. Hello. Okay, not ready. Sorry, I have to let you. Let's take a few messages and wrap this up. So this one from Going Guag says the lights in Gwagwalada at my lost in Abuja. If carried in, they are going to cause an accident with the way they change. Anyhow, it's really annoying here. To me, it's misplaced practice because the roads are really, and I see no reason for the traffic lights yet. That's what Joe Wags thinks. And if I in zone 1 says, I go with 2,000 naira is a good enough thing for anyone who breaks the traffic light. All right, following the conversation on radio on the traffic offence and the FCT, I seriously think the RTS should do better in proper enlightenment of road signs, traffic lights, and the newly introduced offences within the FCT. But it seems as though they're interested in revenue. On the fine of 3,000 naira for an offence, I actually want this to happen in the FCT during religious worship days, Fridays and Sundays. Some of the roads are literally blocked. The road safety should understand the real intention to use of phones while driving. It's not phone is in your hand. The rule is actually using the speaking calls while driving. They may print this rule just to, Government officials, some of them drive recklessly and violate traffic rules. Who will hold them accountable or force them to pay? That's what Kingsley in Wuse 2 thinks of this. And, all right, I'll do this later. Can you resend it? Thank you. How do we solve the challenges of scenario where at a junction, the light is functioning, whereas the one right side is malfunctioning? So one is functioning, the other is malfunctioning. That's what Chris in Area 10 is worried about. Okay, it's a good place to wrap up the conversation, but it's important that you, while we wait, the organization to enlighten Nigerians on changes here and there like they do right now, let's also work towards refreshing our memories who drive. Okay, the road signs here and the speed limit on various roads, and just that we are doing the best we can. Hopefully we don't get in whatever situation and get to pay a fine that we easily avoided. We've got guests right now. We'll talk to them and get to know what they're working on to do all the staging. But thank you so much for being in the conversation, and I hope you don't get committing any traffic offense.
Politics of our nation.
They have that right because there is no need to go there now.
Current affairs of our state.
Everyone.
This is Nigeria Info.